Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Today with Season 7. Can't believe we're on Season 7. I still can't believe it. Episodes 3 and 4, Afterimage and Take Me Out to the Holo-Suite, which kind of sounds like a fun episode. There's a lot happening at the moment in Season 7. In fact, I might be forgetting some things. There's so many things happening. Benny is in this show for some reason. What's happening with Benny? Why is Benny here? Is Cisco Benny? Is Benny Cisco? Who knows? The Romulans are on DS9 now, and Kira stood her ground and stopped the deployment of weapons on a Bajoran moon. Worf and company brought Dax to Sto-vo-kor in an epic battle, but Ezri Dax, the new Jadzia Dax, well, not even the new, she's not new Jadzia Dax, but the new Dax, Ezri Dax, is in the show and on the station now. I think Afterimage is going to be an Ezri Dax episode. That will be interesting to see more and learn more about her character. And finally, the wormhole is back. So what's going to happen? The first two episodes of the show were insane, of Season 7, I should say, were insane. I had no idea what's going to go on. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm just excited to be here. And remember, if you want to check out some more Star Trek Deep Space Nine, you head to my Patreon, where I am 3 weeks ahead of YouTube, which means right now on Patreon you can check out episodes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, all on Patreon for your viewing pleasure. That means you can check out episode 5, Chrysalis, Treachery, Faith, and the Great River, Once More, Unto the Breach, The Siege of AR-558, Covenant, and It's Only a Paper Moon. All those episodes on Patreon right now. Thanks so much for checking it out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, let's dive into episode 3 of Season 7 now. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Afterimage.
It's funny.
This is an Ezri Dax episode. It has to be.
It's as familiar to me as the back of my hand.
Oh my god, it's Morn.
You have no idea who I am, do you?
I know, but he's in love. This poor actress had to step in some huge shoes, especially going into the final season as well. Oh, that's where she died. Oh, that must be hard. I bet she has a hard time going in there. Oh, never mind. Never mind, I thought it was going to take the whole episode for her to get the courage to go in there, but nope. Wow, how real must it... I mean, it did happen, but how real must it feel for her?
I try not to think about that. If I did, I'm not sure that I could come back here.
Yeah, that's fair, Kira.
No matter how many times it happens to you, you never get used to it.
I guess she would know what it's like to die. Never thought of that.
No wonder you're uncomfortable.
It's a lot to get used to.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
But that's why I think Cisco warmed up so easily, because he had to get used to it once already.
Blood wine.
That's the good stuff. The same vintage I served when you and Worf got married.
Not the same person, though.
It used to be your favorite.
I used to be right-handed, too.
Oh, and she's left. I didn't even notice that. That's pretty cool.
Who knows anymore?
It'll be a lot easier once you get settled in. Have you picked out your quarters yet?
I'm not staying.
Oh, you're not staying.
Why does everyone sound so surprised when they hear that?
Because Jadzia was a science officer.
You're so young.
Is there going to be a new science officer on the station, or are they just going to forget about that?
I don't want to force things. People need time to get over losing Jadzia.
I think that's very fair, actually.
She and I were close. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be close too.
That's nice, Quark.
Wait a minute. You owe me 10 strips of latinum from our last game.
Oh!
So?
Yes, I won with the full consortium, I remember.
Quark thought he got away with that because she died.
Don't say that, Quark. I'm confused enough as it is.
Look who's here.
Oh my god. I'm really excited to see Worf's reaction to this.
I bet the two of you have a lot to talk about.
I think Worf's going to try and avoid her a lot. And again, I wonder if, because she's alive, Worf is going to feel like Jadzia did not get to Sto-vo-kor, even though Jadzia and the symbiote are technically separate. It'll be interesting, you know what I mean? Because they're separate but bonded at the same time. Star Trek Deep Space Nine! Let's go! Season 7, Episode 3. I'm pretty excited. I actually really like this actress already that plays Ezri Dax, but she has a lot of big shoes to fill. Like, it's like big shoes times a million, you know what I mean? And it's the last season, so I feel bad for her. She's not going to be as developed as any of the other characters. And I also feel like a lot of stuff is against her because we don't want to be introduced to a new character, a new main character at this point in time. We want to continue to see our old fleshed out characters and how they perform in this final season. So it's tricky ground for her, and I feel for her. I empathize with her a lot. Emphasize? Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Hello, come back. Come in. Also, Cisco back and the captain. I love it.
You alone?
Why are you sneaking in this way?
She wants to avoid people.
We bumped into each other last night at Quark's.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward.
Well, perhaps he was just trying to honor your customs. He knows that the Joy and Trill aren't supposed to get involved with people who were married to their previous host.
That's true. I did forget about that.
Jadzia did. We discussed them. They discussed them.
I understand.
These pronouns are going to drive me crazy. I think it might be easier for me on the Destiny. There are too many memories here.
Maybe you'll get used to them by the end of the episode, though.
I'm going to miss you too, Benjamin.
Aww.
If you feel that.
I still like their relationship.
Our Holo-Suite costumes. When can they be ready?
Oh, I'm afraid you're going to have to find them from somewhere else. The shop's closed.
Oh, what?
Well, Starfleet Intelligence is keeping me quite busy these days.
Oh, yeah, he's working for Starfleet Intelligence.
Protocols when I was with the Obsidian Order, but it still takes me several days to decipher this.
What's going on behind him, by the way?
Cardassia, must you stand so close?
That was a bit harsh.
Well, I
don't think so, actually. They were like elbowing his face. You okay, Garrick? The heartbeat in the background. Oh no. Is he having a heart attack? What's going on? Or maybe he's just super stressed.
Order to the infirmary. We have a medical emergency.
I thought he was having a heart attack, but he might have been having a panic attack.
He had
Similar
a
to the one in the
claustrophobic
walls?
attack in his shop.
A claustrophobic attack, yeah. Like the one in the walls when he was in the prison.
Better?
a little.
Garrick needs to be on a planet with open sky.
When I get this way, my concentration isn't what it should be. I'm afraid I won't be decoding any transmissions for a while.
I think that's fair. I think he does need a break.
And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to hem some pants. For some reason, sewing seems to calm me down.
I mean, that's fair. If you enjoy doing it, do it. Take a little vacation and sew some pants.
Me? You want me to work with Garrick?
You're a counselor, aren't you?
Assistant
That's
counselor,
true.
I'm still...
Oh, wait, that would be interesting. What the heck is she doing?
How to resist the urge to stand on my head? Things like that.
Why are you standing on your head, by the way?
Good question.
Not even an assistant counselor. And besides, he doesn't have 8 lifetimes worth of experience under his belt.
Yeah, you're very qualified for this job.
Reason either.
That's a good point.
Nice. Oh, come on, Doctor. I know the way you felt about Jadzia.
She's not Jadzia.
She's the next best thing.
Sounds to me like you're the one who's interested, Quark.
It's not every day you get it.
That's why Quark was so nice.
You're insane.
And you are going to lose.
You think
Am I
Bashir
interrupting?
and Quark are gonna try and actually date Ezri? Quark definitely, but do you think Bashir?
Why'd you say that?
You just said.
No, I get space sick. Ever since I was joined.
Space sick.
I can even feel the station spinning.
Maybe not the best job for you then.
His death has stayed with me for so long is because I just can't seem to forgive him for getting himself killed.
But you...
Interesting.
I know, but somehow I can't help but punish myself for it.
By getting space.
Is she trying to lead this into Garrick?
But it sounds to me as if you're the one who needs to see a counselor.
That too.
My father would have left me there to teach me a lesson.
Sounds like he was strict.
Oh, I kind of want to hear more about Garrick's growing up.
Tobin.
Who?
My second host. He could not bring himself to discipline his...
I love that she's just talking about her own hosts.
But that's another story.
It's just so much for her right now, I think.
a confined space.
I wasn't trapped. I knew he'd let me out as soon as I learned my lesson.
Learned your lesson.
But that's still trapped.
Maybe you get claustrophobic for the same reason that I get space sick. We're both punishing ourselves for things that weren't our fault.
Interesting.
And if we do, our problems will simply disappear?
They won't disappear like that.
It's a step in the right direction.
Exactly.
Well, I'll certainly give your advice some thought.
She counseled herself as much as she counseled Garrick.
Good idea.
Thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure.
Aww. I think these two are gonna work well together, actually. That was a nice conversation. Oh, man.
Hello, Worf.
Ensign,
Oh, man.
what more is there to say?
I was your wife.
You are not Jadzia.
No, you're not Jadzia.
Then went to Stovokor. I do not know you, nor do I wish to know you.
Ah, see. I knew Worf was gonna be like this. But Dax is like half of Jadzia, you know what I mean? Well, Jadzia is like her own person, but it's complicated with the Trill. It's complicated with the Trill.
Do you think the Chief could adjust the inertial dampers so that the station would spin a little slower?
I'm not going to say I told you so, but Garrick stopped by Odo's office this morning to pick up the latest Cardassian transmissions for decoding.
Oh,
Really?
It looks like Garrick's claustrophobia is under control.
somewhat at least.
I thought you weren't going to say that.
I couldn't resist.
I love Cisco.
Perhaps I should have a talk with him.
Absolutely not. You intimidate him.
Me?
Really?
I intimidate war.
Really?
You like that, don't you?
Of course not.
Come on.
The side eye.
I took the liberty of talking to Starfleet Medical, and they're willing to waive the rest of your training and give you a commission as a full counselor with the rank of lieutenant.
Really?
You just say the word, and I will intimidate him for you.
I was about to say, Cisco, you gotta intimidate him now.
Kiln steak. Rare. No, Tobin was a vegetarian.
It's okay, it's okay. She can't differentiate her past lives.
2 Phenalian toddies.
Oh, Bashir's about to riz up Ezri.
But, you have Jadzia's eyes.
She's like, yeah, that is the last thing I wanted to hear, actually.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Don't flirt with me, Julian. Please.
Oh, damn.
Because I'm not like her. She knew how to handle it. Actually, she quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, she did.
You want to know something? If Worf hadn't come along, it would have been you.
Damn, actually, why would she say that? That's crazy. That's gonna send Bashir, you know.
You really miss her, don't you?
Wow.
Seems to help.
That's a nice shot. Oh, Worf, it's the wrong idea. You're getting the wrong idea. What are you doing, Garrick? Why are you trying to leave? Wow, Garrick is trying to kill himself right now. That's insane.
Breathe in and
I
out.
was gonna say, Garrick needs this.
But it doesn't. It's an illusion. There's a Holo-Suite wall not 10 meters in front of us.
Yeah, so take him to a real planet. Take him to Bajor.
Wanted to get out. I couldn't breathe.
If you were looking for fresh air, you sure were knocking on the wrong door. I'll talk to Quark and tell him to leave this Holo-Suite available to you 26 hours a day. So the next time you feel like jumping out the nearest airlock, come here instead.
Okay, that's a good start.
If you don't mind, I'd like to sit here and be alone for a while.
Of course. Oh my days.
Hold still!
Quark is actually the biggest wimp.
We need to talk.
About what?
I saw you with her.
Jadzia?
You know who I'm talking about.
Misunderstanding, Worf.
Who I can be friends with.
If you dishonor Jadzia's memory, you will regret it.
That is insane. That is a death threat. But being friends with her can't be dishonoring Jadzia's memory, can
And
it?
that goes for you too, Ferengi.
But I think Worf's assuming that they're trying to get in a relationship with her.
Garrick?
Garrick? He's ripping his clothes to mend them again?
Oh, no. Work is the answer. My father always used to say that people should throw themselves into their work.
Maybe don't do what your father said?
I want someone to help me get back to work. And you, my dear, are not up to this task.
Crazy how he was with her and now pushing back.
You're pathetic.
I feel like the first stage of grief is denial, you know what I mean?
Live up to a legacy.
First stage of moving forward is denial.
If she owned herself, and you don't even know who you are.
Bro, that's crazy from Garrick.
Now get out of here before I say something unkind.
That wasn't unkind.
What's this all about?
What does it look like?
She's leaving the station.
Resigning from Starfleet.
Why?
Because I can't do my job.
Yeah, there's so much happening at the moment.
I know this is confusing for you right now, but in time, you'll see it's a wonderful gift.
It's a gift I don't deserve.
Oh, because she wasn't chosen for it.
Maybe you could convince them to take the symbiont out of you.
I wish they could, but removing the symbiont would kill me. You know that.
Well,
now you gotta live with it then, I guess.
you could spend the rest of your life underground, in the dark, stirring mud.
What's with this shade? What's with this shade of the symbiote farmers?
So what if the ninth was a waste?
Damn,
Stop
Cisco.
it, Benjamin. I thought you of all people would understand.
He's trying to get you to understand.
I'll pass this on to Starfleet Command. Dismissed.
Wow. This is a tough love, I think.
Enter. Oh no, not again.
One of the best moments of last episode.
Julian swears there's nothing going on between him and Esri. There's no reason for you to be jealous.
This has nothing to do with...
I was gonna say, I would not talk about this with a weapon in Worf's hand.
And treating her as if she were dishonors her memory.
Wrong. Treating Esri like a stranger dishonors Jadzia's memory.
Yes, O'Brien.
But let me ask you this. How do you think Jadzia would want you to treat Esri?
With respect? With compassion?
And the person who can tell you is the person you've been avoiding ever since she got here.
Talk to her, Worf. Let's go.
Calandra.
Those transmissions you decoded last week must have convinced Starfleet that it's a good place to launch a new offensive.
Oh, so she's going on the offensive.
If the offensive goes well, Starfleet will have you to thank for it.
Well, that's most gratifying.
I just thought you should know.
Why is he so stressed?
All right?
Yes, of course I'm all right. That's very good news about Calandra.
I've never seen Garrick like this, you know.
Because they have no idea that I broke their code. All those Cardassians.
Does it feel like he's betraying his people?
Helping to end the war, you'll be saving lives.
Saving lives? And what lives would I be saving?
So he feels guilty for killing other Cardassians.
But all I've done is to pave the way for their annihilation.
Oh, wow. Wow. He feels like he's betrayed every single Cardassian.
I suppose I was looking for a way out, and the claustrophobia gave me an excuse to stop fighting my people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The captain will be glad to hear that you're back on the job.
Well, he has you to thank for it. And so do I.
Wow, so he's gonna keep working on it. At least it's become clear to him.
Are you still planning to go back to Trill?
No. I'm going to stay in Starfleet.
Nice.
I can't send this to Starfleet Command.
Why not?
Because I never submitted your resignation.
Yeah, he knew you were coming back.
Somehow I thought you'd be happier that I was staying in Starfleet.
I'd be happier if you would stay here at DS9.
Yeah, you better stay at DS9.
I hope Captain Raymore knows how lucky she is. She's getting one hell of a counselor.
Aww.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited for this conversation.
I understand that you are leaving in the morning.
That's right.
Yeah, because of you, Worf, kind of.
I am not certain that I have treated you the way that Jadzia would have wanted.
You'll get no argument from me there.
I loved her with all my heart.
Yeah, she knows.
And she loved you.
Part of me is glad to know that she is not gone forever.
Yeah, but the other part is sad about that.
In some ways, it would be easier if she were.
Yeah, easier for the grief.
Or if I can't stay. I couldn't do that to you.
Do you wish to stay?
Very much.
Well, then stay.
Then do.
What's going on outside?
It will be a long time before I can accept what has happened. Until then...
You need your breathing room. I understand.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's a good step, Worf, though. That's a good step. I didn't think he would do it this early into the season, I'll be honest with you. But that's very immature of him, actually. And I'm glad O'Brien talked him into doing this.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Let's go, Lieutenant Ezri Dax.
Not taking advice from an ensign.
Since when did you take advice from anyone?
Why don't you join us for dinner tonight?
Oh, that's nice.
Come, it'll take the pressure off me. All he does is sit there and count how many times I chew.
Oh, that's nice.
She is cute.
She is also about 300 years too old for you.
Worf isn't here, is he?
Good questioning, excuse me.
Congratulations.
Oh, I hope it isn't too crowded for you.
Oh, not at all.
Looks like he's doing a lot better. Ah! Kapla! That was so nice. That was a really nice ending. I got chills actually a little bit. That was a really nice ending. And I really like Ezri Dax actually. I really enjoy her. So I didn't mind that we got an episode for her. I didn't mind. They needed an episode for her. I enjoyed this episode. This was good. Really good episode actually. So loved it. Loved it. Love Ezri Dax. I'm on board with her character. Let's do this thing. Let's do the rest of Season 7 now. And that was my reaction to Episode 3 of Season 7 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Afterimage. And what a really good episode that was. You know what? It's kind of weird to say, but I think that might be my favorite episode of Season 7 so far. And I know it's only the third episode, so I only have 2 other episodes to judge it on. But I just really liked this episode. I liked seeing Ezri Dax, this new character that we don't know much about, in this setting that she's very familiar with, yet unfamiliar with at the same time, trying to deal with her own difficulties of separating herself from her past lives, as well as the other crew members' difficulties in kind of getting, well, mostly Worf and maybe Garrick and stuff, but some other of the crew members' difficulties and just ways of getting to know her and integrating her and being comfortable with her on the station. And so overall, just really well done. I kind of got goosebumps a few times. I got teary-eyed when Worf comes at the end of the episode. I'll talk about that a bit. But yeah, I mean, this was just a really well done episode, especially for her character. This episode needed to do a lot of heavy lifting because she's coming in, this actress is coming in the final season of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, replacing a character that was beloved, not just by the characters in the show, but by audience members. I'm assuming, as much as I loved Jadzia Dax, I'm assuming everyone in their right mind loved Jadzia Dax. So this woman has to come in and play Dax's next life, fill in the shoes of a beloved actress who has left the show, and do it in the final season. So this episode had a lot on its shoulders, and I think it paid off really, really well. I'm in love with Ezri Dax. Not in the romantic way. Come on, not in the romantic way. But I really like her character. I find her character fascinating. I like that she feels a little different than Jadzia Dax. She's a lot softer and sweeter and a little bit more unsure of herself. I like that she's not a science officer, that she's a counselor. But a little confused, are they going to bring on another science officer? Jadzia was the science officer? Or, is that role just doesn't exist anymore? Are we just not going to... They probably do bring on a science officer, but we just will never hear about this new science officer, even though they would be, talking to Cisco all the time, and they'd be, relatively very important on the station. I feel like the show's just going to be whatever, we're not going to replace that role with any major character because we already have this one character. We have to introduce Ezri Dax, and we don't have time to introduce a new main character as well. That's just how I feel. But I don't know, I really liked her conversations with Garrick in this episode. I thought that was really entertaining and really interesting. I like that they were both kind of working on the same thing at the same time, and at first it was we're blaming ourselves for things that we can't control, and some of that, I think that was more pertaining to Ezri Dax, although I thought it was pertaining to Garrick as well. And then we get the real reason that Garrick is claustrophobic, and that's because he feels like he is killing every Cardassian, and so it feels like all of these lives that are being lost on his account are because of him. Like, the blood of all of Cardassia is on his hands, and I found that to be really interesting, and I think that makes a lot of sense when you put it into that lens, that perspective. But it was interesting at the same time where at the end of this episode, when Garrick kind of comes to terms with that and then continues to work for Starfleet, it almost felt like an In the Pale Moonlight situation when Sisko kills those Romulans, or when Garrick kills, but kind of Sisko allows it to happen, kills those Romulans, and then comes to terms with, I will let these innocent lives die in order for more innocent lives to be saved. I think that's the same, it's the same mindset that Garrick is in at the end of this episode, and it kind of gave me In the Pale Moonlight vibes. But also, I think the main thing in this episode was Worf and Ezri. Even though they didn't share the most scenes together, I guess the main plot was Garrick and Ezri. But Worf and Ezri, when Worf comes into Ezri's chambers, and he's basically talking about how hard it is for him to come to terms with it. Like, he's happy that Jadzia is still alive in some way, that she's kind of will linger on forever, while at the same time it makes it hard for him to grieve and come to terms with her death and stuff like that. I actually brought a lot of chills. It brought some tears to my eyes and stuff like that. And I thought Ezri handled it really well, comforted him well and stuff like that. And it was nice. They had this really mutual understanding where Worf was like I'm glad that you're on this station, but it's going to take me time to warm up to this, you know what I mean? And she really understood that, obviously. And then the little cup raise at the very end of the episode, major chills. I really enjoyed that. Bashir's flirting failed. Quark, I don't think is gonna it's Quark. Sorry, Quark, you don't have a chance anyways. But Bashir's flirting failed. They're just gonna be friends. I like her. I like Ezri Dax. Now, let's get into the next episode. I hope you enjoy my reaction to episode 4 of season 7, Take Me Out to the Holo-Suite.
Captain Solok of the starship Tacumba is here to see.
Send him in.
You didn't see that happen. Oh, he's a Romulan, that's why.
Your welcome is acknowledged.
Have a seat.
Or is he a Vulcan? I never know straight away.
And you don't know it to the minute?
Of course I do. But humans are often irked by such precision. I understand you were recently honored with the Christopher Pike Medal for Valor.
I love that it was called Christopher Pike.
I heard you received your medal last month.
My second, actually.
Oh, good job.
This isn't exactly a safe harbor. We have seen our share of action.
Of course you have.
They're just battling each other with words.
However, I've come to expect a lack of professionalism and efficiency on starbases run by human officers.
That's insane.
You're welcome to take your ship to a Vulcan station.
He is a Vulcan, okay.
Behind the lines. And my chief of operations will see to your requests.
Very well.
Play baseball with him, Sisko.
I have created a special program for my senior staff, and they are quite eager to resume using it.
What is it?
In fact, you may find the program of some interest.
It's going to be a baseball one.
It is based on an Earth game.
And what game would that be?
Oh my god, let's play baseball with a Vulcan.
Colonel, assemble the senior staff in the wardroom now.
Oh my god, it's going to be the Vulcan ship versus the DS9 ship crew. You know what I mean? In a baseball game of the centuries.
I happen to think that the people sitting at this table comprise the finest crew in the quadrant.
Oh, even better.
Challenged us to a contest of courage, teamwork, and sacrifice. I accepted on your behalf.
Oh, this is so fun.
2 weeks in Holo-Suite 5.
What's the contest?
Baseball.
Baseball.
Yes, baby. They're all like, oh, we don't know how to play baseball, sir. This is so fun. We're getting a baseball episode. I've been wanting to see Sisko play baseball for so long, and we're finally getting it. It's gonna be so joyous. He's gonna be so happy and excited this entire episode, I think. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. That one's for you, Sisko. You and your baseball. Let's hit a home run. Let's get 3 strikes. You're out. For the other team, not us. For the other team. And let's destroy these smug-looking Vulcans.
Chapter 25. The infield fly rule
There's
is
no
invoked
way
in instance.
you're reading the entire rulebook.
Okay, and fewer than 2 outs, the batter hits a high fly.
They're all so confused.
Term for a batted ball while it is in the air.
Oh, right. If you're
Lita's at this episode?
fly, which in the judgment of the umpire can
And Cassidy Yates.
What's a bunt?
A bunt. A
ball that has been deliberately tapped into the area between the pitcher.
I love that they're doing research.
A home run
with
that's
all
hit
bases
when the
loaded.
bases are crowded.
Right.
Yeah, all
except
bases
it's
loaded.
bases loaded.
Ah, see, like I know my baseball terms even though I don't watch baseball.
Hi. Jake told us about the game against the Vulcans. It sounds really exciting.
They're gonna play?
Flourish on his movements while making a play in hopes of gaining the approval of the spectators.
Okay, well, you don't need to know that.
Other potential players to possibly try and...
We want to try out.
Yeah, let's do it.
That is so sweet,
isn't it?
Idiotic is what it is. You're going to make a fool out of yourself. You can barely spin a double wheel, much less kick a ball around a field.
It's actually hit a ball.
Oh, you don't kick the ball.
Yeah, Lita, you tell him.
You know why? Jake says it's a game that takes heart. And you sold yours a long time ago.
Oh, damn, Lita.
What time are tryouts?
What time are tryouts?
Yes!
Imagine you're just walking by this park while this is being filmed and you see aliens playing baseball.
And now we have less than 2 weeks to build a team and to face
How are Vulcans gonna
the
perfect
opponent.
baseball?
Now,
I guess you just have to hit the swing perfect every time.
they're all Vulcans. They're stronger and faster than any one of us, except for Worf.
Oh,
and
yeah.
our genetically enhanced doctor.
Okay.
About faith. And it is also about heart.
Yeah, about heart.
And if there's one thing our Vulcan friends lack, it's heart.
Except for Spock. Spock has heart. We've seen that a few times.
Am I right? Yes. Yeah. I can't hear you.
Yes. He's a good coach.
Nice and easy.
Aww. Cork, man. Oh. Rob is so clueless, bro. I feel like Kira would be good at this.
This is gonna be 2 long, hard weeks.
It's gonna pay off.
But I'm not going to lose to Solak in a baseball game.
Oh, damn.
We're going to win.
Oh, damn, this is war.
Want a person who can be completely impartial, and I can't think of anyone I trust more. Well, that's
I feel like Odo has some bias towards Kira. I feel like Solak would bring that up.
So you better start to work on your moves.
My moves?
He got so scared.
Like I don't know my own body anymore.
I don't know what you're complaining about. At least you didn't require major surgery.
Surgery?
It is if the bones are in the back of your skull.
What happened?
I hope you learned your lesson.
Always look behind you before swinging a bat.
Oh, man. He like killed Quark, basically.
I can't let him play baseball.
I'm sorry, sir. I was really looking forward to the game.
How did O'Brien do this? Does no one have any hand-eye coordination?
Third. No, I need her in center. Oh, I know who we can get. I'll have to pull some strings, but I
More.
think I can do it.
Who?
If we get more, we win. Easy.
Welcome home.
Aww.
Words. And flowers, too. Are you feeling all right?
Now that
He's like, you're gonna play baseball for us now. Oh, this is kind of cute, though. Good throw, Cassidy.
First, one away.
Come on.
I got it.
Come on, Rob.
How many is that?
Today, I think he's missed 10.
Rob isn't even close to catching them. This is so random. Don't put Rob in outfield. Put the good throwers in outfield. I'm confused how Solak is over there. Isn't the Holo-Suite small? Like, wouldn't he have to be close to these people?
Today I'm going to hit the ball. You just...
I guess I'm overthinking Star Trek Holo-Suites here. Oh, good try.
Sorry.
You can do it!
Hang in there, Rom.
All right, Ron.
Watch Ron be the star player at the end. The one that wins it all. I think Rob's gonna win it all at the end. That would be so epic.
I'll do better tomorrow, Captain. No, you won't. You are finished. Gone. Off the team.
Oh, what? Why?
All week. You can't play. Now get your gear. Get out of here. Walk, you're up.
Oh, Cisco, that's so mean.
Maybe he'll change his mind.
No.
I don't want him to kick you off the team, too.
I don't care about the team. If you can't play, I won't either.
Yeah, Rom, I like that.
And me.
And us.
Benjamin was way out of line today, Rom.
I'm glad everyone's teaming up with Rom.
I don't want to make the team like this. I had my chance, but I wasn't good enough. Let's face it, the captain's right. I'm home.
They have little name tags on their shirts.
Please.
If, that's the way you feel about it.
Yeah, but I want you to play as well, Rom.
They just chewed it. No, they infused the gum with flavor.
What did you infuse it with?
Scotch.
Scotch flavored gum.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Oh, the good training. It's like Rocky.
Well, don't look at me. You should have got that. I was out of position.
The hat throw. Ono is going to be a good umpire.
Your back is like a minefield of bruised muscles.
You tell me something I don't know. Ow!
I want someone to do that to me right now, please.
I know that look. It's the I'd really like to smash something, but you'll think I'm crazy look. And before you say no, you better consider the fact that if you don't tell me, you won't have a third baseman.
We were in the same class at the academy, you know.
Oh, that makes sense.
We didn't take kindly to that.
And you had a few drinks.
So was there a fight?
And debating logic versus emotion with a smug and very sober Vulcan.
Yeah, that would be so annoying.
Prove that humans were every bit the equal of Vulcans was to challenge them to a wrestling match.
Oh, you probably lost then.
And?
I ended up in the infirmary.
Damn.
And a very bruised ego.
Oh, Ben.
That poor guy.
I got what I deserved. And if it had ended right there, it would have been fine. But it didn't. Solak took every...
Dude, he's so pissed.
...about our match. I became the living embodiment of why Vulcans were inherently superior to humans.
Oh my god. Yeah, he was gloating.
And you think... Over the years, Solak wrote over a dozen papers on Vulcan-human...
A dozen?
And in the beginning of every paper is an analysis of that damned wrestling match.
Really?
And announces that he's put together a baseball team.
He's just gonna make fun of you again if he wins.
Rather they think I'm just caught up in some baseball game than pursuing an adolescent rivalry.
No, they'll like that story. Yeah, I would be attached to that story.
All right. I promise. He made me promise
not to
tell you, so you'll have to keep this under your hat.
Yes, Cassidy.
What are we going to do about it?
I tell you what we do. We go out there tomorrow and we put that Vulcan in his place.
Yeah.
We win it for the captain.
Yeah.
Now there's something worth fighting for.
Yes. You're supposed to... Yeah, everyone. There we go. A little awkward at the start, but they got the idea at the end. Oh, it's like a Starfleet national anthem. And there's so many people watching instead of fake crowd. You know how cool it'd be to get one of these baseball jerseys? I want them to lose so bad. Even the camera work there was like a national anthem in the game, you know what I mean? In an actual game.
Okay, Linus, let's go. Go on. Go these guys.
Cisco doesn't know that they know, do they?
Computer, eliminate the spectators.
Oh no, I want the spectators.
Hey, batter, 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 batter. Hey, batter, 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 batter.
Death to the opposition.
Death to the opposition is wild. Oh, Zut, catch it. Oh, it's a home run. The first hit was a home run. That's wild.
Okay. All right.
And no one's cheering or anything. How does it feel to be a robot? Oh, Zut. 4 in 1 inning.
They rattled you.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
What are you talking about? They're pretty good. You better stop admiring them and start striking them out.
Oh my god. Good try, Bashir.
Strike three.
Ono's so good at this. Come on. Go on. Great dive. Ah, good. That's out.
You want to try that again?
Yes.
Play ball.
Dude, they're frustrated. Dude, there's hope. There's hope. Come on, Worf. Hit this bad boy.
Remember what we talked about. Keep your eye on the ball.
Don't cheat too much, Kira. Come on, Worf. Hit it out of here. Kira, don't cheat. Oh.
Strike 3.
Oh.
It's clearly outside. Oh, what the hell were you looking at? You can't tell me that.
Cisco, you wanted this.
What were you doing? Regenerating?
Were you in a bucket, Odo?
You stole the run from us. You stole it just as if you reached up and tore off the scoreboard. You stole it from.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's ejected.
06 subsection A paragraph 4. Look it up, but do it in the stands. You're gone.
Oh damn, Odo. This Cisco got so heated, he's gone. Now the team has to play without him. I love their hats, by the way. I didn't realize their hats have like DS9 on them. That's sick. And a baseball. I want that hat too.
Quark, wake up. You're in right. Julian, you're on second. Lita, you're in left. Come on, let's go. Let's.
Yeah, you're on left. Have faith, Cisco.
Back as we back. Go, go, go.
Oh my god. That was like the most unexpected thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Catch it. Catch it. Come on, Quark. Come on. Out. That's out. That's so out.
He didn't touch home, Nog.
Is that true?
Well, what do I do?
Find him and kill him.
Just take him out.
Does it chase him? Just keep tagging them and then look.
No, tag the next one.
Oh my god, what are you doing? Oh my god. Bro, they run like... I was gonna say they run like aliens, but they are aliens. But they run like robots.
Call timeout.
Why?
You're making a substitution.
What?
Oh my god, here we go. Oh my god, here we go.
We've got a man on third. We could score.
Sit down, Quark. Go ahead, Rom.
Yes. Dude, give it to Rom. If he gets it, the confidence is up.
Come on, you can do it. Okay, sir, let's play ball.
Computer.
Come on, Rom.
Get a crowd.
For Jake Cisco, number 13, Rob.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's so nice of Cisco.
Right one.
That's okay. He's gonna get it on the last one. Oh, come on, Rom.
Bunt. That's it, a bunt. We've got to give him the sign.
Rom, bunt it. He's like, what?
What?
Oh my god, he bunted it by accident. Go on! Go on! Nog, run, Rob, run! Go on, Rob! Safe! Let's go, man! Rob, Rob. Oh, you're out of there! Oh, he looks so sad. I have been emotionally compromised. That's what the Vulcan is saying right now.
Yes. Now, pardon me.
Oh, damn. That's nice, Cisco.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad he said that.
Maybe you can teach me how to bunt.
Sure. What's a bunt?
I'm way ahead of you, Captain.
You are attempting to manufacture a triumph where none exists.
No, there was one.
Reaction based on emotionalism and the logic.
Did I hear irritation in that voice?
Why is Cisco so fun in this season?
Human game of taunting.
Human? Did I forget to wear my spots today?
All that intelligence, and he still doesn't know what a human looks like.
That's funny.
Here's something else for your desk.
Oh, that's so nice. That's crazy, dude. They just bullied him out of there. That is so nice. That was such a fun episode. I loved that episode. It was just, It was just, you know what I mean? It was just, I loved it so much. It was a nice break from all of the downer, war episodes that season 5, 6, and 7 have had so far. So it was just refreshing. It was light. It was fun. I loved it. And that was my reaction to episode 4 of season 7 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Take me out to the Holo-Suite. Take me out to the ball game. I don't know the rest of the song except for that, but that's what the title is, a play on words up. And what a fun episode. As I said at the end of the episode, it was a very refreshing episode. I feel like a lot of season 5, 6, and 7, at start of season 7 at least, has been a lot heavier, touching on topics of war and loss and grief and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of been very heavy concepts and themes attached to these final seasons. But this episode was just a breath of fresh air in a way. It was lighthearted. The war in this episode was a baseball game. It was this old bitter rivalry between Cisco and this Vulcan. They're training for a baseball game in the middle of a war, and we don't even hear about the war in this episode really, except for the very start when the Vulcan comes. Like, it was just refreshing. It was just refreshing to get this kind of episode. It felt like a season 3 episode or something, and I really enjoyed it. That's not a diss on the episode at all. I mean, I enjoyed season 3 a lot, but this was just a really fun episode. It was really good. It was so fun seeing the crew members train and prepare for this baseball game, and seeing them suck at baseball, maybe get a little better. Like, they were never the best going into it. They only had 2 weeks to practice. They were never the best going into it, but man, they looked good in those outfits. First of all, I don't play baseball. I don't own any baseball gear, but those baseball jerseys were sexy, and I would love a DS9 baseball jersey, or one of those baseball caps that they had with the baseball and the station on it, and the station made part of the seam of the baseball was so beautiful, and it was so cool. And I want the baseball cap, or I want the Niners like white baseball jersey. I think that just looked incredible, and I wonder if you can actually buy, you know what I mean? I wonder if they're actually out there to buy. That would be a super cool product to have. They're probably not available anymore. This show came out in the 90s, but I'm hoping as a fan. Besides all that as well, Rom in this episode, it was just a really nice moment for him. You know what I mean? Cisco kicks him out of the team because he fails, and Cisco sees him as a failure, and this means a lot to Cisco, and he can't have failures on the team, and it was too much to do that. I do think Cisco went too far. Like, I understand Cisco he needed to get this done, but it was too far. And I like that the rest of the team, the rest of the crew banded with Rom and was like, we're gonna quit if Cisco doesn't let you back on. But then Rom was like, no, I'll watch you play. You guys do it. It's like fun, and I know Cisco, this means a lot to Cisco, and I really like Rom from that aspect. But Cisco should have let him play. And he does at the end of the episode, and it was such a feel-good moment just seeing Rom walking up, and Cisco lets the crowd in, you know what I mean? So there's a crowd behind Rom, they're screaming, and Rom like kind of tips the cap a little bit. I don't know. It was just a really nice moment, and the bunt, the run, Nog gets the point, we win. And then they lift Rom on the shoulders. It was a really nice Rom moment is a romant now, apparently. But it was a really nice moment to end off the episode too. I was going to think of a baseball pun to kind of like round off the episode, but I couldn't think of a baseball pun. It was a nice moment to round off the episode, as well as like the laughing in front of the Vulcan. You could see that Vulcan, he was getting so pissed off. He was about to be emotionally compromised. He was about to beat up Cisco, but he turned and walked the other way. But I like that they were all happy. They got a point, and they just had fun. And Cisco, I'm glad that he's like over this now. He's like, okay, I'm over this past quarrel I had with this Vulcan, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying playing baseball with my friends. It was a fun game to watch and to play for a bit. Odo was a great umpire. Everyone else was really fun playing baseball as well. But yeah, overall, it was just fun. It was entertaining. It was an entertaining episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and it made me really happy to watch Cisco and everyone else play baseball. It's been 7 seasons, so much talk about baseball, but we've never seen anyone, I don't think, play baseball on the show. We've just heard people say they like playing baseball on the show. And so it was really great to finally see the cast play baseball on the show. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. And remember, you can check out more episodes on Patreon. You can check out episodes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of season 7 all on Patreon. That's Chrysalis, Treachery, Faith, and the Great River, Once More Unto the Breach, The Siege of AR-558, sounds like a cool episode, Covenant, and It's Only a Paper Moon, which is an interesting title. All on Patreon right now for your viewing pleasure. If not, I'll see you next week on YouTube on Wednesday morning, hopefully at Wednesday morning at least, for episodes 5 and 6, Chrysalis and Treachery, Faith, and the Great River. Hope you enjoyed this reaction, and I'll see you next time for some more Star Trek Deep Space Nine.